So obviously you need to edit the document, so you have to go on that one. Now, first page, as you know, we don't keep this. Okay. So what is happening here? We're making a document that is good for vendor that they can that we can share with them. So we need to do what? We need to do all of this stuff here. One second. We need to hide all of this because solicitation part we're not going to share, but SOW is within this document. So anything that is different in here, we need to change it. Now let's go. So this is how you delete the page. First page we don't need. We're going to delete that. Second page, again, we don't need it. Now, this page, it has a technical part that is important for us. But if you remember, there was another page that had these details. This one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll just share this part instead of that part. Okay. So here we are going to the first paragraph. We don't need it. How I color it. No background color. We're gonna use this. It has to be white. Yeah, there you go. This is how you hide the part. Okay. Let me see. Yep, it's fine. Okay, this is how you hide anything. Then if we start scrolling down, this is an important part. Let me just I need to highlight. Okay. Uh, 1 second. Okay. So this, if you remember, this is a document that cannot be edited. So in this PDF editor, you can edit it. For example, I just need to draw a straight line. It would make it like straighter or more straight, or just fix it. Okay. So this is how we edit the documents that are non-editable on the computer. Now, factor two is price, obviously. So I'm just gonna highlight all of this part. But if you remember, these factors, the quality control plan, the PCWP, I would need to make sure with the government if we need to provide these with our proposal or are these afterwards, because these are also deliverables. Now, again, we don't need the price part. As I said, it has some details in it that we don't share with the vendor. This is how we do it. We just hide it. Now the first page is done. The second page is also done. Let me just scroll down. Okay. Now this part here, this is important because if you remember, these were the item numbers for which we need the pricing. And obviously we don't have a separate sheet, so we're gonna need this. But SF449 continuation sheet, that is not good. Let's hide it. So all of these pages, we need them, so we're gonna keep it. Let me tell you one thing. This is a large document, okay? Like all these tables, these are a lot. The vendor would not like it. In this case, we make a separate sheet where we add the pricing, like we make a separate spreadsheet जहाँ पे हम खुद ही छोटा थोड़ा थोड़ा करके लिख देते हैं कि हमें ये चाहिए और फिर हमें वेंडर उस तरह प्राइस दे देता है अब साइड पे हमने देखना है कि कौन सी पेज पे हैं हम tables there are still tables yeah this page we don't need it so we're gonna delete it again we don't need this page delete it if you remember all of these clauses we don't need them so we're gonna delete them okay but if for example there was a clause in it that said insurance is required or anything like that, I would make sure that I see where it is at. Like right now, I'm just deleting pages because I can tell that these are clauses. But if you click on this page, it would show what page you're deleting. So make sure Like, you don't miss any part that you had to share. We're going till there is yeah, here it is. So just hide this part, scroll down. This is the performance work statement, okay? But as you can see, this part up here looks bad because it's empty. So I'm just gonna write left blank on purpose, okay? We'll put it in the mid, enter, mid, make it bold, a bit bigger. There we go. How are we looking at? Left blank on purpose. If you don't want to bold it, that will be fine. Like, don't bold it. That will be fine as well. Don't bold it. Okay. Yep. So we see that this is good to go. So as we saw that it was unhighlightable, so we're just gonna highlight everything from here. These details. These. So obviously I'm not gonna spend time doing that right now. You will need to do it. I'm just showing you how you're gonna edit it and highlight if the document does not allows it. Now you already see that all of this is important, but we're looking for the part that we need to hide. Always be creative in it. Like, how would I hide the things and yet keep the continuity of the document? Scrolling down, scrolling down. Oh, okay. If we keep scrolling down, again, this part, yeah, there's nothing to hide here, but all of these you need to highlight the headings. Definition and acronyms, we don't need those. Okay, if we keep scrolling down. Okay, yeah, we were trying to remove the acronym part. I can tell that this is still the statement of work part. This is acronyms. So we are going to delete these pages here, but keep checking that you don't mistakenly delete the part of the statement of work. Okay, yeah, this is important. You need to keep it. Again, the next part, highlight all of this stuff because it is highly important. Let's see what things do we need to hide in it. We're again on the first page on it. So, I'm just trying to see that there are no, you know, what's it called? Notice IDs on the top part. There are none. So that is fine. We're gonna keep scrolling down. Specific tasks, you need to read all of it, highlight the important part in it. Then this part here, it has written some red dot details in it. Okay. So we know that we need to fill something. So you're gonna remove the next part. Read the line, see what part is important, then hide the other part. Okay. So now the part is removed and the document is still, continued. Again, you need to read everything and make sure there are no details about SAM.gov. These websites, these are fine. If these are fine. To keep this list as well. Now these logos, they're within this thing, so it's fine. I don't need to remove it. Again, these are important, highlight these, but now here. There's a page number. Obviously, the pages are different now because we deleted a lot of stuff. So if page numbers are written, remove those. And notice ID, we also remove that. Again. Again. Okay. So now we are at the part where wage determinations are, and we don't need those. So again, we're gonna delete that part. Where are we at? So obviously you cannot read stuff from on the sidebar, but you can tell. You see, this is how the wage determination document always starts. There's this table here. So I'm gonna start deleting. Delete, 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 delete. And we already checked that there was nothing important at the end. That is fine. Now, this is our complete document. Let's go through it. Okay. So obviously this part here is empty, so I'm gonna fill it by writing something here. Where is order caps from? Please see the following evaluation factors. Provide provide these details accordingly. Okay. I'm going to make it a little bit big. And of course, put it in the center. That's how you do creative stuff. No, I don't need that text bar here. Yep. Okay, we're gonna stay on the shape bar. Now, as I said, we have those. On the top, we have the price schedule sheets here. And if we keep scrolling down, just make sure there are no page numbers written because obviously they would see that the page numbers are missing. Left blank on purpose, so that gives them the idea that we have not hidden anything from you. Okay, now performance work statement, all of it. Again, you need to read it, highlight it, and stuff. Okay, now you see that we have downloaded, we've edited it. This is a proper document that you would share with the vendor. Okay, if you want, for the purpose of vendor's ease, you can like separate it. Make performance work statement pages separate, like delete everything else and keep the performance work statement pages. Then again, paste the document and keep these first pages and delete everything else. That way, two documents would be made. Okay. There you are. We have it. Now, how do we How do I download it? So there is an option on the right side. This screen is just enlarged. I don't see the option. You're just gonna click on the download and it would be downloaded, okay? There's nothing difficult about it. I can also do Control D, but like no. No. Control S. No. No. Okay, yeah. There is the option. Or let me see if I can. No. The page is getting smaller. The main bar is not. Yep, the page is getting smaller. Okay, yeah. We can see from here. Here we are. Finish. And then it's gonna download. And there you go, the main document. But I'm gonna reload it because I don't need to download it. Now, another case. Let's suppose solicitation document was separate and you needed only a couple things from it, not everything. Okay? What do we need? Not everything, couple things. Let's take an example here. Yeah, let's just take the example of the same document, okay? Let's suppose कि statement of work is document में नहीं था, ठीक है? लेकिन these things are important in it. How are you gonna share those with the vendors? Because we cannot share this specific document with the vendor, okay? In this case, we're gonna make it smaller, small enough to read, big enough to read, small enough to fit in the page. Here we are. I have this page here. Everyone has their snipping tool. Here we are. You're gonna use this. Snip the part, like anything that is, feasible. Just snip that part. Snip it. Then Control C. Then we're in this drive folder. Let's suppose this is your drive folder for the specific contract, okay? What's happening? Okay, I don't think I have the access. I'm just gonna show you with the Word. You're gonna make a Word document on that drive folder, not somewhere else. And I'm just gonna do Control V. Here we are. Okay? This way we have that. And you're just gonna snip again and paste it right below it. Make it seem like it is the same page. Okay? That's all. That's how you edit the documents for the vendor. Now, like the summary of it. Just 1 second. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now the summary of it, that when a document like this, that has this summary of work or the statement of work within it, along with other important details for the vendor, like evaluation criteria or insurance or anything else that you need to share with the vendor, all of it, along with the statement of work, is within this single document. What are you going to do? You'll use a small PDF, delete the pages that are not required, keep the pages that are required, edit them to make it look fine and not like you hid something from the vendor. Okay? That's it. Next, if you have a document that does not have the statement of work in it, but it has the details that you need to share with the vendor. For example, this table here, I need to share that with the vendor. And then this part, in events of repair, I need to share that with the vendor. Okay, and then this, again, the statement of work is within it. Let's take a look at another example. It looks huge. Okay. Let's search Control F, evaluation. Here. Yes, they don't have an evaluation factor. Technical capability, if this is the part. So if this is the part that I need to share with the vendor, I'm just gonna snip it, paste it into a Drive Word doc, and rename it to like these are evaluation factors. So I'll just rename it to evaluation factors. Okay. And if there's anything else in it, I can just rename it to that. That's all. That's how you edit the documents.